A few words to describe my home and my style: feminine, eclectic, and colorful. I'm Jackie, and this is my 400 square foot apartment on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. I was always interested in rearranging my furniture and organizing things. It's almost like a puzzle, like finding ways to fit things in. Like there is a way to fit everything in, and it's just a matter of finding it. So I started my blog soon after I moved to the city. I wrote a lot about the process of decorating the apartment. I was so excited to have an apartment, so I had every idea of what I wanted to do. Really, the biggest thing with the studio is wanting to separate out the bedroom. Here in the bedroom area, you can see that the IKEA bookshelf acts as a great room divider. It's tall, it sections off the space, it lets all the light through from my only light source, so it keeps a feeling of spaciousness and openness, and it's something that's fun to style and change around all the time. So it's like each little box is like another little vignette, and then it all fits together in one whole. It looks great, and it's very functional as well. The vertical space is extremely important, and some people neglect that when you're in a bigger space because you don't need to. The birdcage sort of matches the bookshelf in that it's tall, so it mirrors that height, and then it also lets the light through. So it's really important when you're dividing a studio apartment to not block off any light, especially when it's all coming from that one direction. This is my vanity, which was an old vintage piece that my parents had. It turned out to be that I decided to use it for something totally different. I use it mostly for jewelry storage. These architectural details here, I distressed these just with sandpaper, and then the tall mirror just makes it feel more open and spacious. I mean, a good thing to do is every time you bring in something new, get rid of one thing. I keep a bag in the corner for like the thrift store, and I'm just sort of constantly filling it. Well, with clothing, if you haven't worn a piece in a really long time, take it out, put it in that bag, leave it there for like 2 weeks, and just see if you miss it. The closet is probably the best kept secret in my apartment. So this is my hallway, and there's these kind of nondescript doors here. But when you open it up, there's an entire wall of space, and there's everything kind of fits in perfectly. So the great thing about using these closet dividers is that it makes use of the vertical space and really allows you to almost quadruple your storage space. It is challenging living in a small space, but I think the benefits really outweigh the negatives because it forces you to curate your belongings. You need to really be smart about it. You need to really think about it and really get creative with it. So I think it can really stretch your imagination.